Hello, friends. If you are age 60 or older and currently receiving Social Security or Medicare, there may already be money sitting inside the system with your name attached to it right now. Not money you might someday qualify for. Not some future program that may or may not happen. I'm talking about money you already earned through decades of work, taxes, and contributions that the government can continue holding indefinitely unless you know exactly what to ask for. And here's the part most people never realize. The Social Security Administration does not contact you when benefits become available. They do not usually call and explain what you qualify for. They rarely volunteer strategies that could increase your income. And some of the things we're covering today come with quiet deadlines. Once those windows close, the money can disappear permanently. So in today's video, I'm walking you through 5 specific payouts and benefit opportunities that many seniors qualify for right now but still are not receiving. I'll explain who qualifies, how much money could be involved, and the exact step required to claim each one. But before we begin, subscribe to this channel right now and turn on the notification bell. Social Security and Medicare rules change constantly. Every single year, new policies, formulas, and income thresholds quietly shift, and most people never hear about those changes until it's too late. The people subscribed here usually learn about these opportunities before the deadlines pass. Everyone else tends to discover them after the money is already gone. Subscribe now and let's get started. Payout number 1, the spousal benefit. And I want to begin with this one because financially, it is often the largest gap between what people are currently receiving and what they may actually be entitled to receive. If your spouse has already claimed Social Security and their monthly payment is higher than yours, you may qualify to receive up to 50% of their benefit amount instead of relying only on your smaller personal benefit. For example, if your spouse receives $2,400 per month, your potential spousal benefit could be as much as $1,200 every single month for life. And this is where millions of people unknowingly lose money. The Social Security Administration does not automatically compare both benefit records and switch you to the better amount. They do not automatically add the difference for you. A separate application is usually required, and many couples never realize that step even exists. One of the biggest reasons this money goes unclaimed is because people assume Social Security already handled everything during retirement enrollment. In many cases, they didn't. Your retirement benefit and your possible spousal benefit are treated as separate claims. They are reviewed separately and must often be requested separately. So if you are currently receiving benefits based only on your own work history while your spouse receives a significantly larger monthly payment, it may be worth calling SSA directly at 1-800-772-1213 and asking specifically whether a spousal benefit adjustment or top-up applies to your record. Have both Social Security numbers ready before the call. The process usually takes less than 20 minutes, and for some households, it can permanently increase monthly income for the rest of retirement. Payout number 2, the survivor benefit switching strategy. This one applies to widows and widowers, and it remains one of the most overlooked claiming strategies anywhere inside the Social Security system. When one spouse passes away, the surviving spouse may qualify to receive up to 100% of the deceased spouse's Social Security benefit if that amount is larger than their own. In 2026, the average survivor benefit is approximately $1,863 per month. Now, many widows and widowers have heard about survivor benefits generally, but what most people never hear is that survivor benefits can begin as early as age 60. And there is an important strategy built around this that SSA often does not proactively explain. Here's how the strategy works. A widow or widower can begin collecting survivor benefits starting at age 60, even if the payment is reduced initially, while allowing their own retirement benefit to continue growing untouched in the background. Meanwhile, their personal retirement benefit keeps increasing, including delayed retirement credits that can grow the payment roughly 8% per year after full retirement age until age 70. Then later, at age 70, they can switch from the survivor benefit over to their own larger retirement benefit if it has grown higher. Or, if the survivor benefit remains larger, they can simply stay on that benefit instead. The result is that the household can still receive income throughout the 60s without sacrificing the ability to lock in the highest long-term benefit later on. Unfortunately, many people skip years of survivor income because they incorrectly believe they must wait until 70 for everything. In reality, these are separate strategies that can sometimes work together. And again, SSA does not always explain this unless you know to ask directly. Payout number 3, the IRMA appeal. This one affects many former higher earners and involves a Medicare surcharge that thousands of seniors are paying even though they may no longer owe it. If your income in 2024 exceeded $106,000 as a single filer or $212,000 as a married couple filing jointly, Medicare may charge you additional IRM-A premiums in 2026 on top of the standard Part B premium. These extra charges can range from roughly $1,148 up to $6,936 per person annually, depending on income level. And most people never even notice it clearly because the money is automatically deducted from their Social Security checks before they receive them. Now here's the important part. SSA calculates your IRM-A charges using tax returns from 2 years earlier. That means your 2026 Medicare surcharge is based on your 2024 income. But what if your financial situation changed since then? What if you retired, reduced your work hours, sold property one time, lost income after a spouse passed away, experienced a divorce or another major life change? In that situation, you could still be paying Medicare surcharges based on income you no longer receive. And this is exactly why the SSA 44 form exists. The SSA 44 form allows people with qualifying life-changing events to request a reduction or elimination of those IRM-A surcharges. Retirement, reduced income, pension loss, divorce, or the death of a spouse can all potentially qualify. You submit the form along with proof of your updated income situation, and SSA reviews whether your Medicare surcharge should be lowered. For some people, a successful appeal can mean savings of thousands of dollars every year, and yet many seniors paying these charges have never even been told an appeal option exists. You can download form SSA 44 directly at ssa.gov or request a copy from your local Social Security office. Payout number 4, YEP, and GPO correction payments. If you worked in a government job that paid its own pension instead of paying into Social Security, this section may apply directly to you. Teachers, firefighters, police officers, and some federal employees are among the groups most commonly affected, and there may still be money owed to certain retirees right now. The Social Security Fairness Act, signed into law in January 2025, eliminated 2 long-criticized rules known as WEP and GPO that previously reduced Social Security benefits for people who also received government pensions. The changes were made retroactive to January 2024, meaning SSA became responsible for issuing back payments covering prior underpayments along with higher future monthly benefits moving forward. Throughout 2025 and continuing into 2026, SSA has been processing these corrections and sending out retroactive payments to affected recipients. Many recipients have already received substantial lump sum back payments along with permanent monthly increases. However, not every case has been fully updated yet. Some people who qualify may still be waiting for adjustments to appear on their records. So if you currently receive or previously received a government pension from employment where Social Security taxes were not withheld, it may be worth contacting SSA directly at 1-800-772-1213 and asking whether your account has been updated under the Social Security Fairness Act and whether any retroactive payment is still pending. Payout number 5, the Medicare Advantage OTC benefit. This final one is different because it usually doesn't require appeals, paperwork, or complicated filing strategies. In many cases, people simply never realize the benefit exists. If you are enrolled in a Medicare Advantage plan, there is a good chance your plan includes an over-the-counter benefit, commonly called an OTC allowance. This benefit is usually loaded onto a prepaid card or account and can be used for approved health-related products without needing a prescription. That can include vitamins, pain relievers, dental products, cold medicine, first aid items, blood pressure monitors, and other everyday healthcare supplies. Every plan is different, but the benefit itself is very real. In 2026, the average OTC benefit offered through Medicare Advantage plans exceeds $400 annually, while some plans provide well over $1,200 to $2,400 per year. And according to CMS data, billions of dollars in OTC benefits go completely unused each year. The reason is usually simple. Many people either never knew the card existed, forgot about it, or never understood what it could actually be used for. To find out whether your plan includes this benefit, log into your member portal or call the member services number listed on the back of your Medicare card. Ask specifically about your OTC benefit balance, what products qualify, and whether unused funds expire at the end of each quarter. Because in many plans, unused balances do not roll over. They simply disappear and reset. So check now before money already allocated to your account expires unused. And when you step back and look at the full picture, this is what you see. 5 different payouts or benefit opportunities connected to money people have already earned. The spousal benefit increase that many couples never realize requires a separate claim. The survivor benefit strategy that can provide income during your 60s while your own retirement benefit continues growing. The IRM-A appeal that can potentially remove Medicare surcharges worth thousands annually after a major income change. the WEP and GPO correction payments that are still being processed for many retirees affected by the Social Security Fairness Act, and the Medicare Advantage OTC benefit that may already be sitting inside your account waiting to be used before it expires. None of these benefits come chasing after you. SSA is usually not going to call and explain every option available to you. Medicare plans are not always going to remind you before balances disappear. And in many cases, the difference between people who receive this money and people who never do comes down to one thing: knowing the opportunity exists and taking action before the window closes. Subscribe to the channel, share this video with someone receiving Social Security or Medicare, and I'll see you in the next video.